and welcome back to yet another video. I am existing outside of the realm of my apartment. I am as surprised as you are. But of course you are asking now, why are you outside? We are talking about running today. And this is, in fact, the only reason why we are outside today. It has nothing to do with the fact that my apartment is really unclean right now and I am too lazy to tidy it up. No, it's because of the running thing. Being an adult is hard sometimes. To real. So before we are getting all depressed and questioning our own existence, let's head back to the running theme very quickly, because I have applied for the Osaka Marathon in 2024, which will be held on the 25th of February. So I have 3 more months for the training and I would like to make a little series out of it. Don't worry, not every week. I know only running might be boring for you, right? But I would like to make a series out of it. What is my goal? How I progress over time. And yeah, for you also to hold me accountable a little bit to my goal, which I will tell you in just a second. But you know what? It is so damn loud here. And people are always around the corner. It's a public spot. I cannot blame them. I think there's no choice. We have to go back to the apartment. I was wrong. I'm not existing outside of it. Let's go. Yeah, this is the best I can do in 10 minutes, but from my angle it looks pretty much the same as always, right? I mean, maybe it's a little bit more crowded in the back and my dishes are not yet washed, but you know what? At least it's quiet. You can only have one. You have to choose. We are choosing quiet today. So let's recap very quickly. I've applied for the Osaka Marathon 2024, which is on the 25th of February. And I would like to make a little series out of it, not a weekly one, but maybe every 2 or 3 weeks, of how my progress is doing, how my training is doing, and if I'm getting closer on reaching my goal, which I will tell you in just a second. But before I tell you a little bit more what I have in mind for this marathon, let me tell you a little bit of my personal history with marathons. I've participated in 3 normal marathons and I do not include the Yamaton event. Maybe you have seen the Yamaton event video a couple of weeks ago. I will not include this in this count just because it was more a walking event than a marathon running event, and it was only 38 kilometers in distance and not the usually 42 kilometers, so I do not count that. I have participated in 3 normal marathons, but I've only finished 2 of them. I've participated in the Hamburg Marathon in 2022 and I quit at the 27 kilometer mark due to joint pain, which was unfortunate, but always a possibility, I guess. I've also participated in 1 ultra marathon, of which I am still low-key proud that I was able to finish it. It was also in 2022 and the marathon distance was 92 kilometers or 57 miles and I finished with a time of 13 hours and 36 minutes, which would be very slowly for a normal marathon, but for the ultra marathon I was pretty much in the middle of the pack. And yeah, again, I'm quite proud that I was able to finish it. For me personally, this was my biggest running achievement so far, but maybe the Osaka Marathon will be another one. So my normal running pace is not overly fast, not at all actually. I'm very slow in comparison to some people. Normally when I run more than 10 kilometers, my pace is always around 6 minutes per kilometer or 9 minutes 39 per mile. Yes, I looked it up just for you. But my goal for the Osaka Marathon in 2024 is to finish the marathon in 4 hours, which means my usually 6 minutes per kilometer must heavily decrease or increase in pace, however you want to see it, to 5 minutes 40 per kilometer or 9 minutes per mile, which I must say I'm not sure if this is even realistic to achieve in 3 months of training, but I have my trainings plan. I am hyped to the max and I'm very excited, and yeah, I will try my very, very best, and I will tell you on the way how my progress is going, and if coming closer to the running event, if this is getting more and more unrealistic. With that said, however, I've mentioned it before, I will not make a video about running every single week, because I think this will be boring for you and for me. For you and for me, the other way around. Hands are confusing. But yeah, I think I cannot mix it up. I can only tell you so much about my progress. Therefore, I think every single week will be a little bit too much. I'm thinking of starting my trainings plan and then running it the first 2 or even 3 weeks and tell you about the progress within this time frame, and show you only a little bit of running itself, because it's difficult to film yourself running. You can only do it, I mean, I'm not a real YouTuber, I don't know stuff. So real YouTuber out there, maybe you have some tips for me. But I tried to film myself running a couple of days ago, and it messed with my time a lot. So the only way for me realistically to train for the 4 hours and do some filming in between is to have my training session and afterwards just run a little bit for the footage alone. Otherwise I don't know how to combine it really. It's just me. Yeah, I need some tips, I think. To mix it up a little bit, I will also talk about the running equipment I'm using in one video for sure. And I will also take you running shoe shopping maybe in January, because my running shoes have now more than 1000 kilometers on it, so maybe it's time for a new one. For me personally, it's always Hoka, because it's a really nice running shoe brand. I'm not sponsored, but I need a new running shoe, so Hoka. Ring! And also, of course, if you guys are in Osaka on the 25th of February next year, then please meet at the finish line and let's chat a little bit. Maybe you are also participating in the same marathon, then please let me know and we train together. Maybe not in the same city, but in spirit. That's basically it for today. This was just a chatty preparation video to tell you where the channel is heading. Yeah, but it's really just to let you know what to expect in the next couple of months. Maybe be hyped with me, because I am really, really excited for that. You know, I like running, but the Japanese summer was brutal. And I didn't run much at all, basically, for 1 or 2 months. So first with the Yamaton event, I was getting slowly into it again. And now having a goal that is so close, it's such a nice feeling, and I'm really excited. I was never able to run a marathon in 4 hours, so I really want to be able to. I really want to get this. So yeah, that's why I wanted to let you know. I wanted to tell you, and I hope you join me on this path, and maybe you are training along with me. But for real, I think this will be fun. I hope you can feel my excitement for the next running video, which will be on Christmas or the week before. At least this is my very loose plan so far. I will talk to you a little bit more detailed about the trainings plan, how many kilometers in a week I'm supposed to do, on how many days, with what heart rate, and I will also tell you how strictly I was able to follow the plan. I plan pretty confidently to follow it very strictly. I will also tell you how my pace improved in this short period of time to see if it's getting more and more unrealistic to achieve my goal. Yeah, this is the plan. This is a plan for the next running video. And I hope you will join me again. I also hope you join me next week, even though the video will most likely have nothing to do with running at all. But up until then, I hope you have a very great week, and I see you, as always, in the next week. Yay!